we've talked a lot about this being the first entertainment district in the state that's anchored by a sports venue, obviously the ballpark and America First Square and Daybreak Field being the anchor to all of that. So, I mean, it's 297 acres of development surrounding the ballpark. And so there's a ton of excitement that comes with that. Being able to create something from the ground up in this to this magnitude in AAA baseball, it's unlike anything else that's out there. So we've got a ton of different interest, excitement in the partnership world and the corporate partnership world. Fans are excited, the state and community is excited. So it's been a blast trying to work through this from the ground up and be creative.
I think renderings always get people excited because it's a new shiny object. They always look beautiful, right? But from your
Yeah.
eyes, what do you want people to take away when they look at these renderings?
Um, there's a lot. I mean, we talk a lot about Daybreak community and in South Jordan and what that is and what we want it to be for the community out there. And one of the phrases we use, it's a place that where we want people to live, work, and play. So we want to just create a space of in the community that people are excited about. They want to go to, they want to be a part of, regardless if they're a fan of baseball or they just want to be there because of the vibrance out there and what's happening in that part of the city. So yeah, there's a ton of things to look forward to. It's not just baseball that's happening out there. They have the cinema entertainment happening out there as part of our megaplex portfolio. Food and beverage and retail that's coming out there as well. And so there's a lot coming that we need to be prepped for 2025. So it's happening.
Daybreak Field, when you look at what that will look like as a venue compared to your current venue, which
Yeah.
has, of course, beautiful view of the Wasatch and is iconic and is downtown, what
Yeah.
is the main, what are some of the big differences of what you're getting with the new venue in terms of what you've been able to build out from scratch, right? From ground
Yeah.
up compared to what you're working with here at Smith's?
Yeah, for sure. When we started this process, I mean, geez, 18 months ago, thinking through how we wanted to build this ballpark, I came over with fresh eyes with some of the expertise that I had as being a part of the Utah Jazz and what we did and renovate that arena down there when that happened in 2016. And so we wanted to put together something really unique and interesting that AAA baseball hasn't seen as far as like premium seating, the seat offerings, something you see in there in that those renderings of the field suite, those 10 suites behind home plate. Those seats will be closer to the home plate than the pitcher is to home plate. I should check exactly the I think it's like 47 feet or something like that. I could get you a better number. But like when you look at the products, they really are major league style products with the field suites that we have. We have those founder suites that sit on the concourse level is like a suite, that suite experience on the concourse level. Loge boxes and private spaces for 4 or 8 people. And so we don't have anything like that in our current ballpark. We have suites, yes, but this will be suites on a different level as far as like experience, the food and beverage experience that's a part of it, and just different ways for corporate partners to enjoy games, families to enjoy games, and keep them like we have definitely kept in mind our price point and that it's not just all premium seating. That we want to make sure that Daybreak Field is accessible to all, that the parents could pass a $20 bill to their kids and say, go to the game and buy a ticket, have a hot dog, buy a soda, and go experience Daybreak Field out in the community. So we wanted to make it easily accessible to all, but also make sure that we have an incredible experience when you come to a ballpark, that it is AAA, but it feels like a major league venue as well. And we want to make sure that we're putting our best foot forward in that case as far as all the offerings that are out there.
Some of the questions I've seen just kind of floating around on social is which direction is the ballpark facing? Do you still get a mountain view?
Yeah, they're there. That's part of if the renderings aren't showing it well, we have some that show an incredible mountain view. So from home plate to second base, I don't have the angle to quote, but that has been a part of the design from the beginning that we knew that we wanted the view to be iconic, like Smith's Ballpark is. And so Daybreak Field in America First Square, that was first and foremost like how this sat on the property to make sure that we capture those Wasatch Peaks in a very picturesque way.
Ty, where are we at in the phase of development right now?
Yeah, footing foundations, all those have been poured. The field level has been dug. Obviously, there's no grass yet. Hopefully, that's in August sometime. But I mean, they're starting to pour. I mean, those field suites are there, and so those. I don't know when we'll be touring those, but it should be on the calendar hopefully in the next couple months. Just all the different cement work is kind of what we're seeing in the progress pictures. The second level is part of what's going on too. So there's a ton of activity out there. There's so much going on every day when you drive past it. That's a lot happening every day. So in the beginnings, but exciting. I mean, we've picked the brick pattern that we'll be using. We've picked seats that we'll be using. It'll be a part of it, the color of the seats and those sorts of things. And so a lot of that to come a little bit later when you start seeing it all come full circle, but enough to know that something's happening out there. You may not be able to identify it as a ballpark yet, but there's a lot of cool things happening. We talk a lot about that. It's like once in a generation kind of opportunity to build something from the ground up like this. When you talk about sports venues, hopefully we get the chance to do that again with a major league venue at some point in Utah, like we're chasing with big league Utah and all that that's happening. So no, we definitely take it very seriously that this is a building that's going to be around for a long, long time. And we want to make sure that people are proud of it. The community's proud of it. We're proud of it as the product that we're offering as we kind of put the final pieces together. And surreal for sure. I mean, this is when you talk about being in the sports and entertainment world, doing something like this doesn't happen often. And so to be at the on the ground level, watching it grow up, it's exciting for everyone. And literally, there's so much going on, so much change that's happening, things that we have to consider that not other sports and entertainment organizations are considering because of our complexity of the real estate that we own that's underneath it. I mean, the acreage that we control, and those are fun things like being able to name street names after partners and collaborate with the transit Utah Department of Transportation on hopefully where the tracks location is and how that feeds into the center field entrance and stuff like that. So surreal for sure. It's a blast. It's been a lot of fun, and there's a lot more to come.